me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby, please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby, you drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping, your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm feeling guilty, so lock me up with a key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up with a key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up with a key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby, you drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping, your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up with a key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up with a key. Keep me in there. Lock me up with a key.
Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Yakuza 0 continues on again with chapter number 3. Looking forward to it. Let's just skip all of the hot jazz that was happening right there, and we're gonna get right on into what on earth is a climax battle. I don't know. It's probably something that happens either before or after sex. Probably after. Anyways, continuing on. Yeah, like I said, we're heading on into chapter 3. Getting it out of the way, or right at the top of the stream here. I'm just going to explain how this is gonna go. I gotta work tomorrow, rather early. So, konnichiwa, Ash Kane. So essentially, we are here in Sultanbori, Osaka. But just so to let everyone know, generally my plan is to play this game broken up into the chapters. Regardless of how long or how short they are. Now, I don't think this is a long chapter, so don't expect like a 4 or 5 hour stream. But we'll play, hopefully, to finish it, get to the end of it, and that way, at least I was able to get a stream out, because I'm exhausted, but I wanted to get one in before sort of the holidays sort of set themselves out. So how are you, Ash, by the way? As we're enjoying a little bit of smooth jazz, and we got ourselves a little bit of Fireball. All chapters can be done in 15 minutes if you rush. Interesting. Oh, you're just gonna drink it right out of the ice bucket there. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a little bit better than no then. Okay, because I want to stream at least a couple of hours, but I don't want to get into the next chapter, if that makes any sense. So I guess if there's always going to be some type of mini quests that I can do, side quests, yeah, take my time, sort of slow. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I sort of want to be done by... It's 7 o'clock for me right now. I want to be done by 9. So a couple hours stream. That way I can get to bed relatively early for me. Because I wouldn't be too terrible on it. It's just the problem is that I have also got another like 2-hour drive tomorrow to do after work. So 12-hour day and then a couple-hour drive sort of eats away at it. So regardless, we're here to enjoy. Ashkane's just gonna get so mad at me every time. I'm sitting there blabbing on the entire time, and I'm never even paying attention to anything that's going on.
そないなことありまへんて。もう先生何遍言うたら信じてくれはるんですか。
でも蒼天堀って言ったら近江連合の
Have we moved on past the parking lot? Have we gone past that yet? This looks all flashy and jazzy to me.
ましてやこの手の店なんてもうあそこの席あれ絶対ヤクザだよ。やっぱり私帰るよ。
大丈夫ですってほんまに。物騒な店も確かにありますけど、この店に限っては絶対安
This
心。
place is safe.
折り紙付きです。
Absolutely safe. No Yakuza here. I bet you they're all in the
あれ
Yakuza.
確かに安いん
My
やけど
guess, anyways.
この店じゃおとなしゅうしてますよ。
It's a lovely little briefcase that guy's carrying around. It's sort of like a clutch purse for him.
さあさあ、まずは座って一杯やりましょう。ねえ。
Love to take a load off.
でもね
As a mirror, I would have thought that they would have been like kneeling at something. Oh, a warm towel! Please!
こんばんは。失礼します。失礼します。
Okay, here we go. Some ladies for the evening for our enjoyment.
いやこんばんは。
どうです？女の子も
Prettiest girls in town, eh? Could be.
このお方な。
Chief, here's a big man! Big man!
ほら、君らも顔売っとき。
やっぱり偉いさんなんや。
They just want that yen money.
東京から来はったんですか？かっこええですね。こっちにはよう来はるんですか？
いや今回はたまたま
Just a
出張でね
chance business trip. I've got a little bit. Maybe you can play 3 chapters Kiryu and then 3 chapters Majima, 3 chapters Kiryu. Is the game broken up like that, Ash?
頼むで。
なんや、責任重大やわ。
Because I know you did tell me that I am getting close to like that character Majima, who I have no idea who that is. But
シャンパンで10万
oh, look at those
やっぱ
prices.
り結構するもんだね。
You can afford it, big shot.
シャンパンいっときましょうか。
おいおい大丈夫か？10
I
万
have to discover Majima. Oh, like so it's not like something that just like
先生はもうお金のことなん
happens.
て気にせんと存分に楽しんでください。シャンパンね。
ありがとうございます。でも、一本でええんですか？
Oh, we're gonna need 2 or 3.
やね。東京
Tokyo Bigwig.
一本やと足りひんのとちゃいます？
Maybe at the end of this chapter.
大
Okay.
阪の人間がケチや思われますよ。
ちょっと君ら
Please, I only have so much millions of yen to give around
確かに
here.
その通りや。
Better get 4 bottles.
ここは潔い。
There we go, bottle each.
いっとく
This
な。
man is talking my style.
お前らの分もかい。ええわええわ4本いっとれ。
さすが男前。お願いします。
We're ready. 4 bottles of champagne, please.
うまいな。もう一杯や。
As a mere do Japanese businessmen really know how to
賑
partay?
やかでいい店じゃないか。
Loosen up a little bit. Have a little sake on ya.
全然知らなかったよ。
ああ、この店が有名になったんはつい最近なんですよ。
Drinking champagne out of a non-champagne-like glass.
ええ
Economy, your yen at beginning for later for when you start your business. Oh, jeez. Okay.
社員くらいでそんなに変わるもんかね。
それが引き抜きから何からちょっと大声では言えんようなことまで随分派手にやったみたいで、箱のでかさだけが取り柄やったこの店を
Just start speaking English. I'm sure they don't
のし上げ
understand.
てもうたんです。
ほう、随分なやり手みたいだね。
そう、うちの支配人、夜の世界では知らん人がおらんちゅうくらいの有名人なんですよ。
そうなのか。
At what point do you think I'd be able to fight, what's his name? The guy that steals all your money, the giant man, Mr. Badass, or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, at what point can you really fight him?
払っとんねんぞ。ちょっと触るくらいいいやろ。
Oh, that's right in there.
あるか。もう、すごい。
There's a little bit of sexual assault happening right here.
当店はお触り禁止です。どうかその辺で。かわいやっちゃなもう。
Mr. Shakedown.
お客はん。 大概にせんと。
Oh, you've angered.
大概にせんかったら何やってんのこれ。
Oh man! Even the music stopped.
こっちは金払っとんのやさ。ガタガタ抜かすね。
This is not going to go well for his guy now.
全然大丈夫じゃないじゃないか。逃げよう。
No, no, no. Stay up here. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
まあ大丈夫。
It'll be over in a sec. Oh, I look forward to this. Do they have their own Mr. Shakedown?
出てくるからですよ。
He'll come handle it. Him. Oh, yes. You can tell he's snazzy by the boots and the ponytail and the way that the people bow to him. Oh, yes. Go destroy people. Those are some snazzy shoes. Oh, eye patch. This is Majima?
ってあの男か。ありゃただの
Beautiful
ケツ持ちだろ。
Majima. Okay.
お客様、本日はお越しいただきありがとうございます。
何やお前。ケツ持ちちゃうんか。
Are you a bouncer? No, I am the bouncer.
違います。
せやったら何やねん悪い。
申し遅れました。私、当店支配人
Oh, I'm the
の
manager.
真島と申します。
お前が支配人や。
Yeah, I am.
あれが例の。
この店はヤクザが仕切っとんのかい。
お見苦しくて申し訳ございません。こう見えても堅気です。
A civilian my ass.
恐れ入りますが、当店でのお触りや暴力行為はどうかご遠慮願います。
気に食わんちゅうんやったら力ずくで来てみろや。
Oh, please don't do that to the furniture, sir.
そういうわけに
This
は
is
参り
not
ませ
going
ん。
to go well for you. I can
お客
guarantee.
様は神様ですから。
Ooh.
そらええ心がけやないか。
Oh, okay.
お前さんのその心構え気に入ったわ。こいつはおごりや。たーんと飲み。
Oh, yep. This is not going to go over well at all. Thanks for the drink, though.
どうや神様からのお恵みは。
ありがとうございます。
Very kind of you.
私はこの酒を一度浴びるように飲んでみたかったのですが、おかげさまで夢が叶いました。
この野郎。ええどけよや。
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Strike 3. Batters out.
お客様、重ねてお願い申し上げます。そろそろお引き取り願えませんでしょうか。もしこれ以上営業妨害されますと。
Oh, please tell me this guy gets the beatdown of a life.
しゃあないの。
Oh, you tempted him.
一丁景気のやれや。
Give me one with a beat. I love a guy who beats off another guy to a nice little beat. That did not sound right at all. Nope, not at all.
そこまでお客様がお望みなら。
Oh, we're gonna dance. Look at that.
僭越ながらお相手いたしましょ
Little ballroom dancing never hurt anybody.
う。私からは一切手出しはいたしません。何しろお客様は神様ですから。
まだそんなこと抜かすか。
Yeah, okay, we're dancing.
やめよって
さあ、ショータイムや。
Am I gonna play as him? I don't even know. Oh, okay. Yep, I get to face the drunkards. Avoid the customer's attacks. The first law of management. The customer's king, even if punched or kicked. Reprisal is out of the question. For now, watch the customer to make a move and evade their attacks using X. No fight. Okay. Second law of management. Even in the worst of times, you must never forget to provide only the finest service possible. Patience shall be rewarded, as now is time to show all customers your ultimate in hospitality. This is glorious! Would you like a towel? Oh my god. Oh, she grabbed that ice pick.
危険ですので、こちらはお預かりいたします。
He's smooth as butter. That's a lot. That's a lot going on that guy's outfit. He's got the sport jacket, then the Christmas sweater on underneath, and then a flannel underneath. What are his plans here, folks?
It
sure does sound like we'd be justified to turn him on into the police, but compassion.
なんだそんな。
こちらのお客様、このまま警察へ突き出されれば、これまで築かれた社会的地位を失うことになりましょう。一時の気の迷いに対する報いとしては、
I don't know. He was a Captain A asshole tonight. Let's not act completely surprised here.
お客様に一つお願いがございます。
He's gonna ask him to suck his dick, isn't he? That's what's gonna happen, isn't it?
はい。夜の世界の流儀として、
It's either that or he's gonna like.
の失態は酒で注いでいただきたいのです。
We're gonna have a drink on
今
this?
日この場のお題すべて、お
Oh,
客様がご馳走してはくださらないでしょうか。
you know what? That's not too bad. Cover the evening so I don't kick you out to the popo. That's not bad. That's not
年
bad.
間接待費は億を下らないはず。
それ俺のいつの間に
Hey, Phoenix! How are ya? I think I recognize that name. How are you, Sammy?
ですが、他の皆様
Unless you prefer me to call you Pharynx, if I am saying that correctly. Yes, yes, happy Christmas. It's coming up soon. Fucking Santa's gonna be jolly. Sammy will work. Well, there we go. Farron with a kiss. Well, there we go. What did he say in Japanese right there? Are you all ready for the upcoming festivities that comes along with the big fat guy in the red suit and comes on down chimneys, or what? Well, that's good. That's good. How are things?
皆様の寛大なお心遣いありがたく頂戴いたします。
Going well, you ready to go back to
勇気
school
あるご判断を
again?
なされた
Again?
こちらのお客様にも拍手を。
The final year? Or maybe it's not again, but maybe it's just like
ど
the
うぞお楽しみください。
full year and you're done. Okay, I'm catching on now. I'm catching on. We've gotten into a little bit of the bubbly tonight. That's not really bubbly, it's just fireball on ice. But you know, it's something. Something.
なるほどな。この店がナンバーワンになった理由が分かった気がするよ。
Did you brave the mall this week at all?
みんなそう言います。キャバレー
For me as a Canadian, despite the fact of how mildly it was outside today,
蒼天堀の夜の帝王
it's very weird for me to picture Christmas without like any snow. Despite we probably will not have snow up here in Canada for my Christmas. Maybe we'll send all the snow down to Arizona for you. Maybe we'll do that. That would probably cause a lot more concern for you folks down there than it would up here that we don't have snow. People would probably start losing their minds. Are you the type of person that sort of finishes up the their shopping like well in advance? Like, you know, we're talking like everything. Are you more of an online shopper, or do you still brave them all, you know, a little bit? I feel like someone needs to paint these railings. You think they have it in Flagstaff, which is 3 hours north. Okay, that's not terrible then. The whole world's crazy with the snow and stuff. You're an online buyer. Tis what, you know, tis the season, right? It's so easier now. Like, you know, you got your Amazon Prime nowadays, and they just stumble on up to your house with a package. You don't have to do anything. You just show up, hopefully with at least some clothes on when the postman comes. Depends what you're after, I guess. He like just threw away like half a cigarette. Do you know how much those are? I mean, I'm not a smoker, but like a pack of smokes up here is like, I think they're $14 for a pack of smokes. It's ridiculous. Yes, they are expensive. They're expensive everywhere, right? Like they have the sin tax, as they're called. Heaven forbid you enjoy yourself with anything. In Ireland, they're 13 euros. That's fucking crazy expensive. Sweet merciful Jesus. The homeless is important. The homeless is always important. The homeless need to be homed. Even in video games, they need to be homed.
マキちゃんにはボーナス弾んだれよ。父も生まれて何もなしじゃ。モチベーションガタ打ちや。
はい。それは先んじて伝えておきました。
Do you have New Year's plans as well, or do you not think that far ahead there, Sammy?
名刺は押さえちゃるが、とんずらこかんとも限らんからな。
そちらの方もすでに手配しています。
As well as for you, Ash. We don't forget about you. We cover all sides here, okay? You might go out, so nothing concrete essentially, but you know you're gonna keep the booklet open, right? You know, you never know.
特に桜子ちゃんとうまくいってないみたいで。
You've been sick the last couple of weeks, so I hope nothing overly serious, you know, just maybe a little fever, maybe a little cold, sweat it out or something. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, way. Did I get that right, Ash? Now just germs from the kid. You know, kids have germs. Kids have germs. May as well go see her now and get over this. She's probably in the dressing room. Baby is doing well. He is with the wife right now over at the in-laws, because she's taking a year and a half off of work. So I dropped her off at the in-laws because I have to work today and tomorrow, and then I'm heading over there after work to sort of celebrate Christmas and whatnot. But yeah. So baby is doing well. He's 3 months old. Starting to have smiles and everything and stuff like that. Starting to giggle, which is great little stuff to see with stuff like that. Yeah, he's like before he even would have known, like just out of nowhere. I can save the game by what, using the item box or the phone. I want to know which one it is. Did you get that phone at the Pottery Barn? We demand to know. The Majima business is very nice too. I will like. Okay, I hope I will like. You're not still playing World of Warcraft there, are you, Sammy? I think I called it World of Warcraft. I think you know what I mean, though. Alright, yeah, dressing room, but there is some stuff here, right? Like, is there? Yes? Okay. Are you playing classic, or are you playing, like retail, I guess would be the name for it. Retail, okay. Did you even try classic at all? Alright, we gotta find some dressing rooms. I'm sure they're gonna be probably somewhere where it's gonna at least show I can go. You did, but it's... Yeah, like, I don't know when you ever started to play World of Warcraft. I started in Burning Crusade, which was relatively, still technically classic. But it's not my cup of tea, obviously. Warcraft died when it became a morph? A morph? What do you mean a morph? Mists of Pandaria. Sammy, I think... Do you agree with me? I think Mists of Pandaria was one of the better expansions. I know a lot of people poo-poo on that one. I love the pandas, man. I love the pandas. You can't go wrong. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great minds think alike, right? Sammy, I hope you realize that Restron Bot is not a real person. It's just how it works to show Ash Kane on YouTube or anyone on Mixer that shows up on the chat so that you can see all who's talking without having to be either on my screen or any of that jazz. It's great though. I mean, I just remember like seeing the Jade Forest at the beginning. Like I loved it. Like it was great. But I will say, you're not the first person to think that Restream Bot was a person. You are not the first person. You won't be the last person to think that. You will not be. I had someone yesterday when I was streaming talk to them as if they were a person. I think it was my friend Brent. He's like, "Oh, hello, Restream." I was like, "It's not a real person." It says bot in the name. Warcraft was also like you're talking like the old school Ash, like Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 when it was an old like RTS. Yes, so Ash Kane is a real person. So the way it should look to you on Twitch and the same way it looks to him on YouTube is that it'll say Restream Bot and then the name. So for you it says Restream Bot Ash Kane, then whatever they're saying, and then for Ash Kane it's saying Pharynx on YouTube. It'll say Restream Bot Pharynx, and then that way you two can still talk. It's a very complicated system, right? I can't stick with one streaming platform, so that's my thing. I know, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm too lazy. My hair is it's not long, but I just am not in the mood to do it after I got off work, and I just decided to throw in the Canadian toque, which is gonna work. You know, it happens. I mean, I haven't been able to stream as often as I would like to now that the little guy has been around, but I'm still getting myself about once a week. So, but you know, that's it. I used to be doing like 4 times a week, and until he gets older and he starts to be a little more self-sufficient, as I would say, it still is. You know, it'll be like at once a week for now. So, unless something drastically changes out of nowhere and he just starts walking around talking to people, you know, then we can start streaming more often, obviously. Although I'd probably be a little worried if he started just yapping to people at the age of 3 months and started walking. It would look very awkward. He'd be stumbling around like a drunk toddler. We are not going to lay down any laws. We need to butter her up. That's not how Majima really goes. Although I really don't think that Majima would really speak like that and say, like, you're really smoking hot tonight. Yeah, this is my first take into the Yakuza series. Sort of people barked at me to give this a whirl because I'm a fan of Japanese stuff, and they said, you know, Yakuza might be something you're interested in, so I decided to at least give it a whirl. I'm told it's a beautiful game by many people. So what else are you playing then, Sammy? Is World of Warcraft basically filling up your game time stuff, or you got anything else on the go? Just absolute flattery. Buttery, buttery flattery. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Look who's back. I know. I know. Like, you got tired of the game? I know, I kept you waiting. I apologize. I did message you later, but I was getting so much stuff together, and even still today, it was really touch and go as whether I was going to be able to stream because I had to do more shit to do. The controller is annoying. So why wouldn't you have played on the PC then? I mean, I've played Final Fantasy XIV. I preferred it to World of Warcraft. It doesn't really feel the same, in my opinion. And I think I talked to you about that before. But it's still a very, very good MMO. But I think like you'd probably prefer it on the PC if you liked WoW, obviously. I mean, I played with a friend when I was playing it when it first came out. He was playing on the PlayStation 3 at the time, and then he switched to the PS4, and I was playing on the PC. Like, I like the fact that I could play on the PC, and he could play on something else. I'm about half an hour in. Half an hour in. The uptime will never work on the YouTube. I have no idea. Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, much like me with Logan, like having a kid, it's a whole other job. Like everything's like it's not. I think the problem is like it's not that I don't have time for games, which almost in reality, I'm almost playing more games now. It's just that like it's not really streaming friendly. Like I tried to do it one day. I really tried to do it one day of where I had to do a bunch of his laundry. Bunch of our laundry, sort of was watching him in the background, and it was just a lot of getting up like every half an hour, 45 minutes to go deal with him. And I thought like to myself, like that wasn't fair to the audience, you know, all 5 of you watching, right? But so like I've had more than enough time playing games, and a lot of my evenings are filled with that, because hey, look, kids sleep a lot. But it just isn't streaming friendly, and yeah, like, you understand that, so. Yeah, I named him after Wolverine. I'm fully expecting him to get the claws sooner rather than later, and then he's gonna start scratching people's faces. It'll be great. Oh yeah, that's what everybody says. That's what everybody says. You know, before I know it, you know, everyone wants to go on about, hey, they want their kids to start talking. Well, I'll tell you what, that'll be the first day they start talking back. He's going to be talking the sass, if he's learned anything from his dad. He'll be a yakety yak. The Hag Sakurukububu? Who? Damn, girl, Hag? Oh, pretty serious. I don't think Majima is really interested in dealing with these types of situations. See, he's not interested. You know, it'd be great if just out of nowhere he just took that, like, you know, pulled a Kramer and took the eye patch and just put it on the other eye, like out of nowhere. I think that'd be hilarious. Just be like, oh, it was really bothering me. It was really itchy, and just switch it out of nowhere. I mean, I would break out the sake, and I might just bring out the sake again just to whet the appetite again. But I don't want to anger Sarah by having it, you know, cold again. Despite the fact that the bottle says I can have it cold. She's going to get on me. You should have a sake set, and whatever. Is Fireball a bourbon? No. Most people drink Fireball in like a shot. It's like a very like a cinnamon, like I don't know if you know like what a cinnamon heart, you know, like that's what it tastes like. Except I like it over ice, quite frankly. It's a great shooter, but yeah, it's a whiskey. Yeah, Fireball whiskey, cinnamon whiskey. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Just as she face palms herself. All right, we gotta get more direct around here because clearly she has no fucking idea. Not much of a drinker. Neither am I. That's a joke, by the way. You do love Guinness. Ah, see, that's good every once in a while. You know, like around St. Paddy's Day when the leprechauns are running around and everything. Might as well see what we got out of the sake at least. Do not ask the guy who doesn't know how to drink sake a booze Oh, do not, Sarah. I'm not having this conversation. I'm not having this conversation. It says right on the bottle. I tried to show you yesterday. It says right on it. Serve warm, chilled, or at room temperature. Okay? We've been over this. You tell me what, you can heat the bottle of sake in a pot of water and skip the sake set. But I want a, well, I don't know if I want a sake set, because I don't know if this is something that I would buy more often. Again, I've been told it's a little bit like sushi in the aspect of, like, when you have really good sake, so I've heard, you know, it tastes really good. And the same with sushi. You can't just go and buy sushi at the dollar store, okay? It ain't gonna work. I wouldn't suggest buying it or at a gas station or whatever. It's not gonna be good. But, you know, you go out to a proper Japanese restaurant and it's like night and day, right? And I've heard sake is sort of the same. I don't know. Yeah, some Canadian printed that on the bottle to sell more. I don't know. Like, you tell me. Is Hakutsuru a decent brand? I mean, they've been making the shit since 1743. I'm assuming it's not terrible. Hey, Sora the Fox, how are you? We're just gonna keep it down to Sora. It has been a long time. It certainly has been. Boy, the peeps are coming out of the woodwork tonight. I tell you that much. I'm happy to see it though. Cheers. Well, Sammy, that's the way it is over here when I stream. I'm all over the place, but I try to be entertaining. Okay? You gotta be. I'm just waiting for my big streaming break so I don't have to actually work for a living. I can just play video games and yell at people. That's my true calling, I think. I'm just literally waiting for that little pat on the back, you know? Well, you know, Sammy, as I've been saying, I watch a lot of streamers. And a lot of them are not as lively as me. They're not as entertaining as me. This is what they do. And they just hit X and they don't say anything. I tell you what, it doesn't matter the fact that I have 5, 6, or 7 people into my stream. I could have 0 people in my stream, but I still won't shut the fuck up. You'll be wondering who the hell I'm talking to. And I'll tell you, it's the goddamn wall behind you. I could have a fucking glorious conversation with the wall. The stories he could tell you. Frank, hold on. I should never assume the gender of a wall. I really shouldn't. I might have even offended it. I'm not entirely sure. But you know, you got to be on top of these things in 2019. Okay, I like to think of myself as a progressive streamer. You know, I'm accepting to all. I'm LBGTQ, LMNOP, QRS, TUV, WX, Y, and Z friendly. Okay, never mind A through QP, whatever. I don't know. I missed a bunch of letters at the beginning of the goddamn alphabet, but we're getting there. Happy Yeti. Yes. Are we talking about the cooler Yeti? I'm not sure. I read that as honk and that she'll take the bait. I guess either one could be acceptable. Yeah, Twitch Rivals, which is a terrible program, right? Is the sake good? It's not terrible. I've never had sake before, so I don't know how to compare it. I read enough about it, like that, like what it's supposed to taste like, what you're supposed to do. I've already fucked up the whole, it's supposed to be served warm in a sake set, and I've already fucked that up, according to Sarah. Like, it's not terrible, I guess. Like, I will finish the bottle. I mean, I probably wouldn't waste the bottle even if it was terrible stuff, but it's not bad. The aftertaste is what really sells me, at least on this particular one. Like, I was like, at my first sip, a couple days ago, I was like, you know, you're supposed to, you know, get the aroma of it all in there. See, I've already screwed up, right, Sarah? Like, try Japanese old rum. Can I try Japanese new rum first and then go to the old stuff? Is that a possibility? I don't know what Japanese old rum is. Is there a captain involved in the Japanese old rum? Is he standing on barrels and whatnot? Bushmills Irish whiskey. Yeah, generally, Sammy, though, any Irish whiskey is going to be pretty goddamn good. Do what you want, Jordan. You know what? I will. I do what I want. Damn right I will. But I do listen to my community. My small little community. I do listen to them. Any other plans this weekend for any of you guys out there? Never mind. Never mind. You know what? I just realized that it is Monday. That's what shift work does to you, folks. It's Monday. I apologize. I literally thought it was like Thursday and like the weekend was like tomorrow. Despite the fact that we just came off of a weekend. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind over here. Sorry, you like Jack Daniels? Jack Daniels is pretty damn good. Have you had the honey one? Because that's also a great one as well. It hits the spot. Honey's really good for you when you have a sore throat. So you should probably have Jack Daniels with the honey if you have a sore throat. Regardless, I'm sure if you have so many shots of it, you're either going to cure your sore throat, or you're gonna have so much of it that you're gonna forget that you have a sore throat. One of the two. I mean, both of them get you to the same conclusion in the end. So neither one really matters, right? Just as long as you're getting to the end there, right? I don't know how you ladies do it, walking around in those high heels. I mean, I know there's like some type of like secret to it, right? Like, it's like heel, toe, right? Otherwise, you're just breaking ankles everywhere, right? I wouldn't know. Balance. Clearly. I don't know. Although, you're talking to a guy who I think I'm pretty good on a set of skates. I play hockey, so maybe you're wondering how the crazy Canadian does that. I'm wondering how you women walk around on high heels. We just don't know, okay? We just don't know. Yes, the apple one is good. I have had that. One of my go-to drinks, Crown Royal Apple. Mwah. You'd think as me as a Canadian, I would like the Crown Royal with maple just because of the maple syrup. Hey, look, people, right? Maple only belongs on pancakes, sometimes waffles. Okay, let's not go over crazy here. I've heard the countless stories that waffles are better than pancakes. And look, sometimes you're right, but most of the time you're wrong. If you're going to sit there and come at me with the stupid thing of saying, but the waffles have little pockets that you can pour the syrup into, then I'm not going to listen to your story. Okay, I'm just not. Okay, if that's your only thing to tell me about why waffles are better because of the pocket things, I'm not listening to you anymore. Okay, we're done. Not really. I mean, if we're friends, then we're not gonna have that conversation. And don't even get me started about the pineapple stuff on the pizzas. Okay, you start putting that stuff on there, you're a real crazy person. Okay, you belong in a mental asylum. Okay, fruit does not belong on a pizza. Okay? It's a vegetable only thing. And don't start telling me that a pineapple is a vegetable, okay? I'm not going to believe you. I don't care how drunk I am. It's not gonna happen. See? Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Sammy likes just being normal and regular, okay? A little bit of hot peppers, jalapenos. Sure, why not? Don't be starting to throw on these pineapples. Crazy business. Just start filling it up with a bunch of meat, okay? What girl nowadays doesn't love a little slap of meat every once in a while, right? Okay, well, we need to go talk to the waiter again, because apparently I've upset him or something. See, he's so troubled. Probably because he likes pepperoni and pineapple on his pizza, and now that he's heard me, now he's upset about it. Good evening, Hannah. How are you? Need to use the facilities? Do you think he really needs to, like, just take a good long dump? Do you think he maybe has, like, IBS? Maybe he's just dropped some diarrhea? Look, I mean, we've all been there, right? You have a bad meal, your tummy starts to rumble a little bit, and you just know you're gonna have some tummy troubles, right? Like, you know what's happening. And you realize that if you don't get to the shitter in time, you're gonna paint a wall. And you might as well make it the wall by the toilet and not the wall in your living room, because that ain't gonna be happening. I'm doing fantastic. If I didn't have to work tomorrow and I didn't come off of working a 12-hour day today, I'd be a little bit better. But you know what? We got some drinks flowing. We're playing a good game. We got a lot of people in the chat listening to me bitch about pineapple on pizza. It's going great. I can't complain. Bird is the word. Oh god, now this guy's gonna go on about his sickly father and whoa, hold on. A procedure that needs 500,000 yen. I thought Japan had universal health care here. I thought they were a civilized country. No? Guess not. Just getting advance after advance after advance. Like, these things just can't keep happening, okay? This guy's gonna be in his overdraft. Okay, it's never gonna come out of it. I need a boss like this that's just gonna throw me 500,000 yen like nowhere. Isn't that like $50,000? Or 5,000? It's a lot of money regardless, okay? That can buy you a lot of lap dances, okay? Or a lot of Guinness, or a lot of pineapples, quite frankly. Sorry, you got some news? What's the news? Share with me. Share the news. Because surely it's going to be far more exciting news than Family Feud in Canada. No offense, Rainbow Sparkles. But I only accept one person hosting the Family Feud, and it's not Jerry D or whatever the fuck his name is up here in Canada, okay? It's Ray Combs, or whatever the hell his name is. I might even accept Louis Anderson and Richard Karn, maybe, but it's unacceptable up here, okay? Getting married? If I had some confetti and a gun to blow it all up out of nowhere, I'd be celebrating and throwing it everywhere, but I don't want to clean that up. But I'm excited for you. That's fantastic news. I wish I had some type of hype balloon to blow up, but nevertheless, you're just going to accept my jazz hands, if that's okay. But congratulations. That's great to hear. Seeing that is far better news than Family Feud in Canada. Far better. I think even Hannah will agree that you getting married is better than Family Feud in Canada. Nothing wrong with that. So when's the big day? Have you thrown that out yet, or what? I already told you from the hop. We're LBGTQ, LMNOP, QRSTUV, WX, Y, and Z friendly around here. Yeah, go Take your bajillion yen and go visit your dad. Is everyone from Canada? Not everyone, but mostly. Technically, Sammy was technically a Canadian for a hot minute while she was in the airport in Toronto. In Toronto. Oh, Sarah, that's mean. That's mean. 10/20/2020. Boy, that's gonna look great on some invitations right there. That's gonna look great on some invitations. Yeah, get yourself a really nice font. Don't use like Comic Sans or anything, Sora, because that's just gonna upset a lot of people. But that's gonna look lovely. Do you think the guy who invented Comic Sans just like thinks to himself after he's wiping his tears with his millions from all the money he's used from Comic Sans? That he's just like, man, I've created a really shitty looking font. Like, I feel like he had to be drunk or intoxicated or high when he was doing that, right? Like, that's the only acceptable way that that's a font nowadays, right? I think what's more comical, I might be showing my age here, but I remember, like, doing reports in elementary school. Like, that was sort of on the cusp of, like, where the schools were starting to get computers where they were expected everyone to use and everything. And, like, they wanted reports that were no longer handwritten. And I remember, like, that was the fucking jazz, was to start using Comic Sans for literally every report. To the fact that, like, by the end of the year, and then, like, going into high school, you had teachers, like, were saying, like, do not use Comic Sans, Times New Roman only, people. And you're like, oh, don't let us have any fun around here. But yeah, apparently, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, he's just like, what's his face from Zombieland, like, when they're sitting up in Bill Murray's house, and he's just, like, wiping his tears with his $100 bills. I can't remember that name of that guy. I wish I did, but I don't. Helvetica. I hope I butchered that name. Helvetica? That sounds about right. You want to have the wedding in Canada? Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Let's try that again. I want to have the wedding in Canada, but he wants to have it in the good old US of A. I mean, you both got to do what makes you both happy. And sometimes, in order to make each other happy, you know, there has to be an acceptance on one end or the other, right? So, whether they want to move on over into Canada to have the wedding there, or if, you know, you're happy to have it regardless, then maybe just make that. Whereabouts in Canada would you like to have it, though? I can almost picture you saying something like Vancouver, you know, something up in the mountains, something nice and beautiful, or Montreal. Nobody comes to Ontario for anything, despite the fact that I think it's a wonderful province, but there's too much shit going on here. Sometimes the French people can be rude. Hence, that's why Sarah is such a rude person most of the time. But it is beautiful. What's in Ontario? Mostly Toronto. That's it. Ottawa is there, but like that's not really a go-to place. Like the thing is about Ontario, there's really nothing that's like that sticks out like there is in the other provinces. Like people will say all day that Toronto's the greatest city in Canada, and maybe it is. Like I like Toronto. But I can't really state that because I've never been to Montreal. I've never been to Vancouver. So I'm going to, you know, what's the word I'm thinking for? Like I don't really have much to compare it with. I have seen the mountains of Banff and whatnot. So believe me, you do not want to have the wedding in Hamilton. Even though my wedding was in Hamilton, it wasn't a nice place. There are nice things in Hamilton. But generally, you know,
他ならぬ支配人さんの
get to
お願いだ
Toronto proper. It's with AM?
さてちょっくら行ってくるよ
支配人
Yeah, step on in there, Mr. Bad Haircut.
お前は仕事に戻れ。
はいわかりました。
さあ参りましょう。
See? See? Hannah thinks I'm one of the nice things in Hamilton. She didn't say I wasn't a nice people. Apparently I'm not a person. I'm a thing. I'm like that thing from a Dr. Seuss book. A thing. You know, thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4. You know, one of those.
繁盛してるじゃねえかついこの前まで閑古鳥が鳴いてたってのにな変われば変わるもんだ
Oh, Montreal. Montreal, okay. Yeah, that's... I have heard very good things. My plan to go to Montreal, maybe, you know, God, I gotta go to Japan before I'm 40. I'd like to go to Montreal. I might even be able to swing it, not next year, but the year after. I would love to watch the F1 race. I think that would be great. Would I come? Oh, jeez, I'm just getting asked to go to a wedding out of nowhere. Look at that. I mean, I can't make any promises, you know, even though we do know the date. But around that time, I believe I am going to be out east of Canada. I'll be heading on out to Newfoundland for a little bit of a vacation. But maybe I'll send you a gift. Is it nice in Montreal? Yes, it's very nice. Just don't speak a lick of English to them. Otherwise, people like Sarah get very mad at you. Very mad. Oh, is it nice in Newfoundland? Yes. So I've heard, apparently. Yeah, we're sort of... I'm sort of going with the wife's family. And they're, you know, we're sort of like going through all of the eastern part of the country. I've only been there, like, sort of part of it, but they want to sort of do the whole thing, so I had to take 3 weeks off to really take care of it. Will and Rogers! How you doing, Buzz? Okay, well, we won't pick on Sarah today. Yes, my wife is Canadian too. Yes. I mean, I'm sure there'd be tons of American ladies that would just want to get in on the Jordan train, just frankly for the free healthcare, right? Come on, Will. Did you not know I was Canadian? Do you not hear me say A and a boot 100 times? Come on. You're from Australia, mate! Aye! And your husband's from Mexico. Hey, there you go. There you go. So I just assume you sound like Crocodile Dundee. Am I right or wrong? Or the Crocodile Hunter. That guy. Steve Irwin? Is that his name? Tsukasa Sagawa. I wasn't able to read the bottom part because it went away too quickly. Yeah, see, Steve Irwin's a good guy. Rest his soul. I'm glad to see, like, his kids are doing very well. His son looks exactly like him at a young age.
達成したら島野の親父に俺が極道に戻れるよう口利きする約束忘れてへんやろな
Your keyboard hisses? The S is stuck. Oh my god, there's a snake in your keyboard. Don't freak out, ladies and gentlemen. I hear it's a cobra. If Sammy goes missing for a hot minute, I'm just going to assume that she's been bitten by the snake in the keyboard, and she's gone into you know, some type of anaphylactic shock because she's allergic to the snake man, to the penis snake or something like that. And yeah, well, I mean, we can't. Oh, Sarah's even throwing some. I lost my train of thought. It'll come to me eventually, like in 20 minutes. I'll remember what I was gonna say when I was reading that comment. She's throwing some shade. Shade. That's the word I'm looking for. That's the. God damn it! That's the word. Keep an eye on the Discord. Keep an eye on the Twitters. But like I said, it's realistically like about once a week. I try to. I'd love to stream more. Believe me, I would. I could slap this fucking desk 100 goddamn times a goddamn day. And it just keeps on ticking. It keeps on taking it. She's just shade. It's no mean to make fun of people who stutter. Okay? It's not nice. What game is next after Yakuza? So currently, Sora, I'm working on Persona 5 New Game Plus and Yakuza 0. So we're about halfway through Persona 5. We'll probably be finished that game in the year 2076. And after that, I've been throwing around the idea of playing a Final Fantasy game. I've been throwing around a few ideas. Sarah wants me to play Hyperdimension, Mega Dimension, Neptunia version Rebirth 2. There's a lot of stuff. Like on my Discord, I have a list of upcoming games that people want me to play. Hey, Ashkane, there you go. Hitting up on both worlds there. Look at that. Got the double whammy there on the YouTube and on the Twitch side. Whichever works for you. Can I play Fallout 4? I could. I certainly could. Oh, Sammy. I think I'm too far gone. About don't kick the fucking garbage can, you twat. I think I'm very far gone from World of Warcraft. I don't think the interest is there anymore. Yeah, I mean, you know what they say, you never say never. But I just don't think I'm interested in a MMO anymore. It's hard to say. I mean, World of Warcraft almost drags you in every once in a while. It really does. I had to really bite the bullet to not play Classic. But I have so many other games on my plate that I want to play that it really doesn't make sense to me for the amount of time that I can play a game to spend $15 a month on it anyways. If that makes any sense. Not as good as your naked Fallout 4, right? Yeah, sexy Fallout 4. That got you banned. Wait, no, was it sexy Skyrim or sexy Fallout that got you banned on the Mixer? The quality video is better on Twitch? It's funny, Ash, that I can get those statements from different people on every different platform, and they'll say each platform is different. I couldn't tell you what the fuck's going on. All I know is that I can tell you what I stream at, and then you can make a judgment from what you're going to get at. So, I play in 1080p, I stream to you in 720p at 30 frames per second. So you can make your judgment there. You can watch me in all glorious 4K, have it upscaled, but just know it's an absolute waste of resources, okay? Twitch is perfect outside of the fact that they allow people who yeet their cats onto their platform. But we've all said enough about that. Oh, stream there, fine. Okay, you weren't meaning as a generalization. Okay, I follow. Color's good, sounds good, streamer's good, right? Look, and I didn't even do my hair for you people. Look at that. You imagine the people just falling over themselves just if I actually dolled myself up for you folks. You wear the same hat, Bob Blue? Wait, Bob Blue is a color? Never even knew. There we go. Alright, we gotta go poach this Nozomi girl from Odyssey. Better dig up what dirt I can and walk on over. Strut on over like Vincent McMahon. You know, or the Conor McGregor strut. You know, get that in on it. I need the game to fully explain to me where I need to go, because clearly they're not up here. So we're gonna go down over here. Maybe they're upstairs, downstairs. I don't know. Oh, I think it's these people. They want to have a chit chat. How are the 4 bottles of champagne? Well, thank you. I like the hat too. I was gonna wear my Guinness hat, but it's a little too warm, a little too thick. So I sort of decided not to. Yeah, okay, there we go. I just wanted to talk. There we go. This is on PS4. That's a PS4 controller. I don't know why I have to keep talking to these people. Yeah, Guinness is a great thick beer. I can have like 2 of those max. Like, as good as it tastes, and yeah, I don't know how you feel about that, but like, I feel like you have to be in a mood for a Guinness. Like, I could be wrong. You're too scared it'll ruin it for you. Why would it ruin it for you? Wouldn't dare do a thing. Audie's what? Who? She's in Shufukyu Choo Choo. That's what that place is. Okay, you can tell me any other way, but that's pronounced Shofukyu Cho Ocho. Shofukyu to the Ocho. That's what that is. Interesting. All right, so we got to go meet up with Odyssey in the Shofukyu to the Ocho. Because they say Guinness here is watered down compared to the dub. Sora, have yourself some Jack Daniels. Please do. And I ran. Oh, am I being hassled by people again? The disappearing man? Please don't tell me this is the large man that's going to steal all my money again. That is quite the outfit. This is like Jack Sparrow, like if he's 96. I mean, did you have it when you were over in Ireland, Sammy?
Hi.
You're out. Oh, yeah. Well, that sucks. Do you have something that you could fill the gap with there, Sora? So many pints. See, as someone who hasn't been over to Ireland, and maybe again, like, it's one of those things. Like, I've always heard, like, I don't want to speak for your particular area, but I've always heard the thing with like Guinness and like higher end beers is that you don't want to like water it down. You don't want to do that, because if you're doing that as a bar and like the head honcho like of Guinness finds out, or their bottler or whoever's running that for that particular market finds out, they will pull your license of being able to serve Guinness. Like, they'll just like say no. So I would assume that like anyone who's serving Guinness, they're doing the proper, you have to know how to pour it. There's a technique to do it. You gotta get enough foam. Like, there's a whole thing. Like, it's not just like a fucking getting a Coors Light and just having the sloppy fucking bartender with her tits hanging out, have no fucking idea, and then just slap it down on the fucking bartender and then expect a $5 tip. Okay, that's not how it's happening. Okay, there's an angle to it. Okay, just got a way it's got to go. You as well, Hannah. You as well. Thanks for stopping on in. Have yourself a wonderful Christmas. Sora, are you a gin and tonic friend? Is that your go-to stuff right there? As I'm talking with Somotaro Komedabadukadu? You might have one here you don't know. Well, you better find out, Sammy. You better find out, Samster. I'm not going to call you Samster. It sounds too much like hamster, and then I'm going to end up saying hamster instead of Samster. We should just stick with Sammy. The Hammy Sammy, maybe? No, we'll just stick with Sammy. Is this old man going to teach me something about the soul patch of the world? Have you visited? No, you know what? I haven't visited anybody's establishment. I'm too busy getting bathed by champagne at my own establishment and then rushing around and evading and throwing punches at people, okay? It just ain't happening. See, he's annoyed that he's doing the whole song and dance production and it's not even for a customer. Now this guy's getting as annoyed as I do about people. It's great. Come on, Mr. Miyagi. The Karate Kid's over and done with, okay? Yes, let's fight the old man. Beat the shit out of him. Show him that he doesn't belong in the youth of Japan. Might have a couple of... No, I think that's going to be the end of the sake. I think when I'm holding it upside down like that, I think it's over and done with. Alright, well, that's how it happens. What is this guy going to teach me, Ash Kane? Is this guy going to teach me how to be a man? Now Sarah's going to tell me, you poured it wrong. You're not supposed to hold the bottle upside down. You're ruining the aroma. Oh, I can't believe you don't have a sake set. Or something like that. I will have to see him very often. Is this guy going to teach me how to, I don't know, appease the demon, as he says? What kind of gin is it? Is it that, what's his face? Is it Ryan Reynolds gin? The aviation gin? That's some good shit. Komeki. Okay. His name is Komaki or Komeki? Komeki. Can I call him Komaki? Komaki rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Look, I'm just trying to make my way to the Odyssey, okay? And then I got hustled by an old man. You want to get into the spirits? Like the Christmas spirit? Or you want to get into spirits like the drinks? I mean, either one works, right? It's almost Christmas. People drink during Christmas. Have a Christmas spirit. Sure! All the merrier. Throw in a little bit of a candy cane and a peppermint in there and just call it a day. You should get day drunk tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow anyways, right? I mean, if you do have plans, don't go out drinking and driving. I should point that out. Off till then you should be hammed right now. Absolutely. After I need to learn the Osaka map and discover. Discover what? Discover the Osaka map, or what am I discovering? That's a pretty decent amount of time to be off there, Sammy. I gotta say, I'm quite jelly. I am quite jelly. Osaka is smaller than Tokyo. The map is easier to learn. Well, I know that, Ash Kane. Okay? I know that Osaka is smaller than Tokyo. But I didn't know what you were getting at with it, okay? We'll learn. We'll learn. Working 2 days a week in the daycares, but they're needing the subs. Yeah, subs are great. Oh, you don't mean like Subway sandwiches. You mean like substitutions. Following. Obviously, Jordan, right now, you can use a dry martini over ice with a twist. You know what I need, Sora? You know what I need is I need a bartender to start. Tell you what, when I hit it big, and I mean the streamer that will never be named ever again on the stream because we don't want to anger Sarah again, but it starts with an N and ends with a J. When I get to his point, I'm going to have a bartender right behind me, 24/7, and I'm just going to like snap my fingers like that, and we're going to be doing a jazz dance or something, and he'll be making me drinks all day with a goddamn twist. With a goddamn twist. Like Asmongold, that goddamn freaking molding bastard. Sure, like Asmongold, sure. God, that guy's a goddamn goblin. He's so fucking ugly. How is he so popular? You know what this streaming world needs is more good-looking people like me to be more popular. What do I need to do to be more? Oh God, the shifty-eyed man. Do I have to just like evade everything? thug style, poke him in the eyes. We went from evading attacks and not even touching the poor guy in the club to now we're going to do the eye poke on an old man. I feel bad about it. Is it me or does it look like he's coming up to, like, you know, to grab a couple of balls and give him a good little prostate exam, right? Like it's 1, 2, and then you know, he gets right in there, right? I don't know, like apparently I don't know what people see in Asmon Gold. The guy's a fucking hobgoblin. He's a jerk off, and he's terrible at games outside of World of Warcraft. When I need that bartender, you're looking for a job. I will remember that, Sora. I will remember that. I will certainly remember that. I'll have to get you a visa or something like that. But I'm sure we'll be able to work something out. Actually, I think Australia and Canada meld well together, that it won't be a problem, and we'll be able to get your boyfriend a gig too at the same time. Soon to be husbandado, right? I kind of remind you of the guy from Being Human, the vamp, Sam Witwer. I don't know who that is. I heard a cat, but I don't see the cat. They were just extremely loud at a moment. Oh, we're gonna do the essence of choking. Is this like Darth Vader? Is this the type of thing we're gonna do here? Please, okay, show me what we're gonna do. When the heat gauge gets up to 3, press triangle when you get. Oh, okay. Oh, the bum tickler. There we go. Choke him out. Choke out the bastard. Oh, or snap his neck. Sure, be like the Fiend. That worked. He's awesome and he streams. Yeah, that was kinky. Came up right behind him with the ball tickler and just... I'm gonna snap your neck now. Great. There's the ball tickler. I just keep, like, I feel really bad about this guy. Okay, whatever that was. I don't know, the game told me to hit the triangle button and I decided to do a fucking cartwheel onto his chest. But apparently he's fine. The old man is fine. Boy, I didn't know he could take that many balls to the chest, but I'm glad to see that he's certainly fine. That was a kink move if I've ever seen one. Whew! You'd have to pay several thousand yen to have someone do that to your face. I'll tell you that much. He's not like a big-time celeb. I can't think of anything you'd know him in. I don't even know what's Being Human. Is that like a show? I'm trying to think. Then I said, that ain't a camel. That's my... Oh, so Sora, if you're my bartender and you can start sharing those jokes in behind me, oh my god, the laughs that'll come out of me, it'll be great. It'll be just like that, except it'll be from behind and not from the front. It'll be good. Well, is there another version of Being Human that's not the US version? Is there a British version? Oi! Is there one with the Queen? Where they all talk like that? That was terrible. And that was a little bit more of an Australian version as opposed to a UK version, but I think he got the take, right? I think people understood. It's hard to do accents over text. I agree. You have one, Southern, and that's it. I'm trying to think. Someone said I think I was streaming maybe it was last week or the week before, but like my wife had come in and someone had said like that they can tell like that she has a really Canadian accent, but I don't really have one as compared to what she does. And when I told her that, she's like, what? Like, I don't get it. Like, because of course, like, nobody nobody can hear their own accent, right? Like, it's very hard to explain. Like you need someone else to tell you that you apparently have an accent, which I guess I do according to Sammy. I don't know what I sound like in comparison to, like, I know I don't sound like a Southerner. I know I don't sound like an Aussie or a Brit. And I don't do the clicks like they do in Africa with the, you know, and get a whole sentence out there. I don't do that either. I just sound Canadian. Well, you know, I should apologize because that's what we do. But I don't know what I'm apologizing for. Oh, no. Just the apologies are something that Canadians do, right? We just apologize over everything even when we do nothing wrong. As comical as that is, that's actually a law up here in Canada. There's that, if you, like, get into an accent with somebody, like, you think if, like, anywhere else in the world, if you apologize, it's almost like acting as if you're at fault because you apologized. But up here, because we apologize for literally everything and anything, it's actually a law that it doesn't mean it's an act of guilt by apologizing. So, you know, you get into a fender bender with your car, you come up to the guy and you go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." It can't be meant as an act of guilt or anything like that. I'm as serious as a heart attack. Absolutely. Well, I'm sorry for being crazy. I mean, are we gonna finally make our way to the show? Fuck you to the Ocho. Are we finally gonna go there? No, you want to get me some intel? Okay. And then I said, that ain't an eggplant. That's my retarded. You know, even when the jokes don't make sense to me, I'm all over the place. Apparently, I can fish here. Oh, you can tell it's a Japanese game. I can fish. Out of the way, salary man. I'll fuck your day up. It's show fuck you to the O show? Oh, okay, Ash. I get it. Oh, now we get the goons. Great. Oh, I feel so bad about that. Oh! Oh, come on. Oh, what are you doing? You're gonna get destroyed. Cuss words are what? Blanked out for you? Is that what I'm seeing? Because it's all stars for me. Right, go down this this arrow. Yeah, I wonder why that is. I mean, obviously they're not bleeped out when I'm saying them. Get out of the way, man. No, obviously. Can I beat up these people? Intervene. Yeah, I can't let these boys just run a show on you. You've never lost to a butt ball like you. I need to add that to the vocabulary. Butt ball. That might have different connotations in up here in Canada, but yeah, the ball grabber. You finish him off. This guy is money. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of money. The other guy had a bajillion yen, but do I want to hear something racist? Maybe? What a weird thing to ask. Alright. Out of the way, you bum. Oh, a Christmas tree. Okay, well. I'm just okay, I feel sorry about running into that man on the Christmas time, but you know what happens. Ready to make the magic happen, Majima? Absolutely. Head on in. Head on into the butt ball. Get the butt balls working. Let's get to work. Yeah, you don't want to blow your load that quickly, right? Like, a lady doesn't like that at all. Okay, Sora, what is it?
いらっしゃいませ。
Ashkane, I'm not sure.
あ
すみません。
Did I have to buy them
ただいま
separately
満席でして。
from the other
少々待
character?
っていただいても構いませんでしょうか。
Because I didn't buy anything with
Come on,
Imajima.
ほんますみません。そしたらこちらでお待ちください。よろしければお飲み物もお持ちしますが。
あなあそんな気つかんでええねん。のんびり待ちますわ。
Full up, but still not turning customers away. Nice. Still, probably getting quicker if I don't put in a request for Nozomo. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, I guess it's too late now for that. Where's his patch?
大変お
Yeah,
待たせ
where
いた
is
しま
his
した
patch?
1名様ご案内いたします。こちらへどうぞ。
The two characters are independent with different stories. Oh, the game's just throwing a bunch of goddamn craziness at me now. Those are some nice couches. I would definitely not let my cats near them. They would scratch the shit out of them. Oh, you can tell that he's got his one eye is shut though. His left eye is shut. He just doesn't have the patch on. Who told you to put the patch on? I didn't tell you to put the patch on. Who told you to put the bomb on? Nobody. The main story is the same time and come close at the end. Oh, so it is, like, it's obviously played together with the two of them, obviously, right? Use the left stick to look around the club interior, and then press the X button to observe the areas of interest. Can I observe areas of interest that are boobies? Why does he wear an eye patch? I'm going to assume because he probably took a couple of loads to the eye, and you can't keep doing that, right? Like you can't. Seinfeld reference, of course. Also a sex reference. I mean, look, you start missing the pearl necklace there, and bad things happen, right? Oh god, oh, it's first person? What are we looking for? Okay. Jesus Christ, I gave myself a seizure right there. That table's hopping. You will discover why he lost one eye very, very later. I can't tell you to break the suspense. Okay, that's fair. Sorry, you never told us the answer to the what's the difference between a Jew and a bullet? You just got me trying to figure this one out. That actually happened to you once. Shut. How? Oh my God, I don't know what to say to that. I can't say that it's happened to me before. That's at least something I can. Ladies, do you want to share? Has that happened to you before? The bullet, Sora, that's funny. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but that's funny. Oh, Sora, you're like Dave Coulier with the shitty jokes on Full House. Oh, cut it out. Oh, get on out of here. Oh my God. A pair of 50-something guys, designer suits, watches look Italian. No, they look Japanese. Are you fucking kidding me? In what world are these two gentlemen Italian? Come on. Anywho. And I gotta learn all the clan names for Majima now and Majima story. Oh, Ash, you're expecting far too much out of me. And I'll understand the story better, understanding the general degree in two big fam jams of Tokyo and Osaka. What? 5-year-old with no friends? What? Exactly, right? Oh, look at this guy! He is living the good life with the tighty whities. Just absolutely focus in on that man.
高子です。
Out of the way. Out of the way. I want to keep looking at the crazy man in the white underwear just dancing up a storm. Well, come on. Come on, Sammy. Share the stupid joke. I love a good joke. It's your friend, Mr. Libido. Yeah. What do I call a 5-year-old with no friends? I don't know. What do you call a 5-year-old with no friends? Is this like a dead baby joke? What kind of doctor is Dr. Pepper? A terrible doctor. Is this like a Mitch Hedberg joke?
Oh, こら偉いべっぴんさんが来たな。
Oh, Sora!
何飲まはります？
Man! A physician! Oh, that's one of those jokes where it's so bad, it's good. So bad, it's good. That's on your Facebook. I mean, I don't know why they go through all the work of hiring a doctor to make Dr. Pepper. Quite frankly, I'd be happy and I'd drink a Mr. Pepper. Probably would be the same. That's why on the opposite end, on the Coke side, it's not Dr. Pip, it's Mr. Pip. Right? Mr. Pip, exactly, right? It's a Mitch Hedberg joke. I fucking blew it all over the place, but you got the gist of it, right? Let's ask about Takiakabukuru. Boy, Sora, you're laying low. You're really grinding in those jokes there. I just want to show you. Here's the line, right here, Sora, and then you just. Not only did you just slide under it, but then you decided to just dig deep, real deep, and you went down there and you messed it all up a little bit down there. But whew, whew. But I'm not in the world of censorship here. I'm not in the world of censorship here. Sometimes the world can be a very terrible place, and in the end, you just have to learn to laugh at it. I'm not saying that you gotta laugh at dead kids, because that's really terrible. But they do say that laughter is sometimes the best medicine. I think that's what they say. Maybe it was just something I just fucking made up. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not a goddamn doctor here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. You like the dark humor? Nothing wrong with it, buddy. Nothing wrong with it. I think sometimes some dark humor works. Okay? I mean, you certainly have got to pick your spots. Like, I don't think that joke would do very well at a Sandy Hook charity function, but I think everything sort of has its spots. And I just can't get over that guy that's just dancing at the goddamn stairwell. Like, it's fantastic. It really is. He is at that stairwell, and he is showing everybody who's boss there. He is wangling his dick around everywhere. You didn't see him. How did you miss him? We'll make sure that we pan that camera right back around, Sammy, so we get a little bit more focused on it, okay? I want the focus. You're on the Facebooks, eh? Okay. The Facebooks. I would be doing that if you were drunk too. Hey, you gotta starting up there. Your friend Mr. Libido is hiding. He didn't look like he was hiding, Ash. He looked like he was right in the middle of it. He just was going out of town. How many cuties there are here? Oh, there's 100 girls that work here? Oh, but only 40 are working today. There isn't 40 fucking customers. What, does each guy get like 4 chicks? It's my type of girl. It's alright. Although that's probably very expensive.
さすがに人気店は違う
Top
もん
tier cabaret.
ちゃいます。そんだけやめる子が多いんです。
How many girls here are from
なん
Bangkok?
で
And how many girls here are not really
で
girls?
すし、ちょっとでも人気出そうな子が入るとすぐ上が潰
That's
し
the
にかか
real
るんですよ。
question.
競争が激しいっちゅうことか。せやけどそない中でも人気ある子っちゅうんはほんまにすごい子なんやろな。
そうですね。ナンバーワンののぞみさんなんか毎日開店と
Our
同時に
number one
目当て
gal,
のお客さんがひっきりな
Nozima-san,
しに来てま
has
すわ。
guys lining up. Bingo. I'll be lining up for that.
そののぞみっちゅう子はどんな子なんや？
I mean, look,
Nozomi-san
ladies and
ですか？
gentlemen, I'm not a fan of cocaine, but I just like the way it
ほんまはお
smells.
客さんに他の子のこと話したらあんまり良くないんやけど。
You're gay, so
もう
yeah.
一言で言うと真面目な人ですわ。
I mean, would you ever bang a guy with one eye?
お客さんの
Is an
中
eye
には
patch sexually
銀行のお偉
appealing
いさん
to you,
とか
Sora?
政治家の先生とかも多いんですわ。せやからうちらそ
How
の
about a
人と
sweater
話し合わ
vest?
せるために新聞やニュースをいつもチェックしとけって店からうるさく言われてるんです。のぞみさんは特に真面目でやる気のある人やからそういうお客さんから受けが良くて指名をたくさん稼いでいったんです。
名実ともにトップレ
It's
ベル
gonna be like a hot dog factory down that hallway with
人気
her.
出んのも当然やな。
She's just getting requested each and every
あー、せやけ
day.
ど
It's not
こ
gonna
の
work
前
well.
若いお客さんが来た時は逆に
Look,
全然話題についていかれへん
Ladies, you can only
め
take
っ
so
ちゃ
many
面白
penises
か
at
った
once,
ですわ。
right? Like
今の内緒にしてな。
sometimes you just want a hot dog, other times you want a
他の子に
Schneider's,
バレたら
right?
大変なことになってしまうから。
You can't just be dealing with Oscar Mayer all the time.
安心しいや。誰にも言わへんって。可愛いとこがあるやないか、そののぞみちゃんも。
Sometimes you want an Oktoberfest sausage. Yes, because kinky stuff can happen. Oh, fuck. That coffee table looks expensive. I should throw somebody through it.
2000中くらいサングラス外したらどうでっか。グランドの支配人は
I've got to say that style of blue is a rough color, but maybe it worked in the 80s. I'm not sure.
楽しまれてますか。
これは山形藩。
I mean, speaking on the game here, and I said this the other day. Not that I'm not enjoying the Japanese voiceover, but as someone who's really here to just enjoy the game and enjoy the story, am I wrong in thinking that an English voiceover would not at least be worth a try here? Because especially on a streaming end of things, it's very, very easy for me to have that mind wander, right? Like, I'm looking over at chat, I'm watching over here on the football for a little bit, I'm trying to, you know, have the conversation with the wall and keep that entertaining. I got my bartender behind me telling me some dark humor jokes every once in a while. Am I wrong that I would just want to have that? Maybe. I mean, I guess I would have to spend some good money on it. I don't want to have some terrible voice acting work, but yeah, for streaming purposes, right? Like that's like their top thing on their development cycle. I'm sure is like we're not really thinking about the streamers. We should have English voiceovers so that people can talk about stupid things while they're streaming our games to thousands of people, right? I think that's how that goes. I assume, like, you know, there's a bunch of whiteboards around and a bunch of executives are talking. That's how they sound. At least that's what I think. Okay, could you just imagine that someone from Sega/Atlas just stumbled on into my stream and was like, boy, there's this Canadian guy with some really out there ideas about streaming Yakuza games. We should really bring him in on it for some consultation purposes. And then that would be my opportunity to bring in everybody on over to Japan, like I've been saying. I'd be like, look, I'll do it, but under one condition. I've been wanting to go to Japan, but I want to bring my streaming friends. So can you shell some money, right? And then he can be exactly. You're gonna have an Australian bartender. How many people can say that? Fucking Ninja can't say that. He's just got a fridge of Red Bull to his right that he never drinks out of. Probably because he's high as a kite half the time. Too busy making shoes and shit. You know what I'd be having? All these people can have their brands, their Red Bull brands and shit like that. You know what? I want a proper adult streamer. Okay? I want to be sponsored by the Booze Hounds. Okay? Molson, Coors, Heine, Carlsberg, Guinness. Hit your boy up. I'm already drinking your product to begin with. That's probably why they're not sponsoring me. But hit me up. Hit me up. Who doesn't love a beer named after a guy named Carl, right? I work with a guy named Carl. He's fucking great. He's a good friend. Jim Dean, Jack Daniels, sure. I think you meant Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, but Jim Dean is, I'm sure, is a gentleman. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Let's just pretend it's Jim Dean. Maybe it's a new Jack Daniels that he's talking about. We don't know. Maybe Sora is working in the Jack Daniels distillery right now, making Jim Dean products. How do we know? We don't know. And that's the exciting part of it, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. I know I'm excited about Jim Dean Jack Daniels, and you should be too. Fuck, even if it doesn't exist. Now, to all you youngins out there, what he's using right here. Thank you for the follow, Sammy. This is a pay phone. They used to have these booths set up around your city, okay? And before you had your cell phones, you didn't have those. You had to go to these boxes and hope to God that Superman wasn't inside there fucking unchanging, because he'd fucking knock you out. But then you'd go in there, and then you had to remember someone's phone number, okay? You didn't just slide on into the contacts and hit, I want to talk to Jim Dean of Jack Daniels Distillery. No, you had to remember someone's fucking phone number, okay? And you were only, like, your brain was only fully capable of, like, remembering, like, maybe, like, 30 fucking names and numbers, okay? Like, maybe. Sora, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. And if you couldn't, essentially your brain would start squeezing it like, look, you met a new girl or a new boy, and, like, you wanted you wanted to get a new number. There wasn't no, oh, here, like, give me your phone and I'll put in my contact. No, you pushed out your old grandma's phone number out of your brain to replace that phone number of the hot chick or boy, right? What's a host? So a host is a essentially, if someone was to visit Sora's channel, it would direct them to my channel. So that's how, like, a host works. It's sort of the same as, like, a raid works on Twitch, if you're familiar with that. Hello, Channing. How are you? For those of you who are unaware, Channing on the YouTube side of things is my little nephew. And I mean, he's not little. He's like, how old are you now? 10? You're 10 now, right? Excited for Santa and whatnot. Oh, hold on. We got to beat up some of these guys because they're yelling at me. The bikers. Okay, well, we're going to beat up some bikers. Ah, that's what I wanted to do. I want to do the ball grab. Can I say balls, Channing? Is that okay? Is balls a swear word? No, you're 9. I'm sorry, I was off by 1. I apologize. Great. Okay, sure, I can say balls. Great. I guess that's a win for the uncle. Where is this street? Oh, like, okay, we have to somehow... Oh, like, this is like nothing. Like, apparently if you go into this area right here, you fall into the middle of the earth. Because, heaven forbid, you cross that. Like, what is it, a river? Maybe it is. Maybe it's the River Styx. Just kidding for Americans. Yes, but you're cultured. Instead of saying damn, I say balls. Damn, balls. Okay, okay, well, look, I guess I was right. It's a river. Oh, did I anger? Oh, God! I do not want to fight that, man. That's an angry Mama Jama. But I do want to save my game. And I guess I should probably go to some type of convenience store and buy a bunch of these something royales. Channing, I'm sorry, but you can't swear on yours and then tell me that I can't swear. That's not acceptable. Nor do I think a 10-year-old should be saying fuck. I'm sure you hear far, far worse when you're playing hockey and on the school grounds. Far, far worse. Children are terrible. Not all children, most of them. I mean, my son, he's okay. He's not swearing yet. I'm sure he'll learn sooner or later from his father. I don't know what Terubutsu Baududu Fugudu Dubitsu is. I just want to... Is there... Oh, what kind of buy here? Noodles? Noodles! Okay, I want a convenience store. Is this a convenience store? This looks like a wreckage shop. Save and fight Mr. Shakedown. I don't want to fight Mr. Shakedown. He's gonna beat me. Oh, okay. I angered the Yakuza. Great. Ow, he punched me in the dick. Why did I escape? Do I know what Subnautica is? Yes, it's a submarine game, and probably a terrible game at that. Is it? I know it's a submarine game, or something like where you go underwater. Am I correct? You can tell me if I'm wrong. I think you asked me that before. Oh, great. Are we going to have to fight a hobo in an alley? Hobo's name's probably Channing. Channing, are you a hobo in this Yakuza game? I don't think I've ever seen a hobo dressed like that, though. Could be that guy. The sharp-eyed man. Could be. Neither one of these people are menacing. How about that? Like, neither one of them. Not even close. Yeah, and by the way, Sammy, how were you not following me before? Like, I thought you, like long time ago, like, when I had a stream, like, you went to the channel and just hit, like, hit the follow button, like, long ago. But hey, here we are, right? Surprise me, a very fancy hobo, right? Probably. Well, what was your old account? Now you have me thinking. You're probably right now. Maybe, but I remember this name. I remember Pharynx. Whatever. Water under the bridge. It doesn't matter. So, is one guy going to teach me how to use a clothespin and another guy's going to teach me to use a sword? What's going to happen here? How do you subscribe? You were going to surprise me. I don't think you can subscribe to me on Twitch because I'm not an affiliate, because I restream. And I'm not sure you can do it on Mixer either. I'm not sure, like, I'm not entirely sure. Mixer might be the only one. And even that, I'm not entirely positive. I'd honestly would have to look at it, like, right now. Now you've made me have to look. No, I don't even think you can do that there. No, you need to be partnered and all that stuff, which I'm not. I'm not that popular yet. Yeah, Mixer Pro. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely I do this for free. I do this out of the kindness of my own heart. I do this just to get off. I don't get paid. I don't get paid. I mean, there is an option. If you look below, there are tabs. I believe there's one for my YouTube, my Discord, and a donate. I don't ask. I'm just pointing you out in the direction of where it is if you want to support the stream in that way. But it is there. So Sora, if you were to pick one of these two guys that you would dress like, would you dress as the guy on the right, or would you be the sharp-dressed man with the very weird-looking suit? That's what I want to know. Oh my. Sound like George Takei there for a little bit there. Did you just call me Hobo Jordan? I mean, that does ring quite nicely, Channing. I will give you that. But you don't think this is a very good game? But this, I think lots of people like this game. If you were a dude, you'd be the guy with the patch. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, Sammy. I don't know, like, I mean, they say that chicks dig scars, and this guy's got a really nice scar over top of his one eye. Is that not appealing to anybody? I mean, the menacing thug, the guy in the nice suit, he sort of is hitting me up like a little bit of a hipster doofus here, okay? He doesn't look like he's too bright. And he runs off like a fairy. Yeah, hold on, Sammy. Yet you're interested in the guy who has no eye? So there's a guy who could have a scar but can still see out of both eyes, but the man with vision out of one eye, oh yeah, ram him up the ding dong, right? Oh my god, we're hilarious today. His hair is nicely okay. Yeah, I'll give him that. I mean, he's got a ponytail. This man again. This guy's gonna teach me to grab balls again. Majima-san has many girls running after him and more with the business cabaret after. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, don't spook me like that, Gramps. Who doesn't know that guy? Everyone knows that guy. Hey, Channing, this is you. Well, like, when you have a little bit more time to actually break down what this guy is wearing, like, I'm even more confused. Is he wearing like a dish towel with a green vest that's tied up with shoestring, and then like a semi like 3/4 length t-shirt underneath, baggy pants, in what looks like to me white and purple rubber boots? If anybody wanted the dick that bad, it's him. Salivating, right? Like, I just sometimes think like you need to break down these things every once in a while, because these are the little things that people don't notice, right? Like, they certainly don't notice. And I mean, he's rocking the man bun in behind too. I mean, he's got some decent gray hair rolling, but really that's not something what most people are after. Why am I wearing that blue thing on my head? It's called a toque, Channing. It's called a toque. I'm wearing the toque because my hair is a goddamn mess. I just got off work and I wanted to stream, but I didn't want to really bother doing anything with my hair, so that's why I'm wearing this blue thing on my head. Does that make sense? I hope so. Rock, paper, scissors, match. Or are you talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Sora? I mean, it could be a number of things. Your dog passed the fuck out beside you? Lazy ass. I mean, it's late for him, right? Oh, wait, no, it's not late for him. It's only like 5:45 for you now, right? Yes, lazy ass. Maybe it's 6:45. Maybe it's only a 2-hour difference. Yes, okay, yeah. I'll catch on eventually. No, I rock? Well, thank you. I never remember. As of 2 days, exactly, right? Ash. How much further do I have for this particular chapter? If you can remember. Do you remember? No, she can never remember. That's what she said.
Yeah.
How much longer is left in this chapter? Am I enjoying it? Yes, actually, yes. But I sort of had a strict time that I wanted to stop playing because I have to get up at 5 in the morning tomorrow for work. And not that I'm gonna stop out of nowhere. But I've been playing, like, every time I've been playing this game, I've been playing it broken up into chapters. So I just wanted to get an idea of someone who knows the game, how much longer I would have. Yes, I know all chapters can be fast. I know you told me I can pass in 15 minutes. Clearly, we've been at it for nearly 2 hours. Wait, who wants the sex? Majima wants the sex? Which guy? I mean, doesn't every guy want the sex? That's eventually how it goes, right? I mean, this guy doesn't shut up, Komeki. Like, he doesn't, like, look, maybe he does want the D. That's fine. If I focus on main story progress, each chapter is fast. Like, is this main story? Or is this guy just keep stumbling out of nowhere and keep cock blocking me? Look, I'm agreeing with Majima here. I've had a long ass day and I'm as tired as a dog. Let's make this quick. Like, let's wrap this up like a condom, okay? Like, let's do this. And who knows who this weirdo is behind me? Like, he's just getting a free show apparently. Doesn't look like it? No, I know. But at the beginning, when you move, you were intercepted by sub-story. Yeah, I know. So this is a sub-story. I was just intercepted, just grabbed by the groin, pulled on over here. Hey, argue with this old man again? That's why you can decide after to launch the sub-story now. Okay. I mean, I don't... The thing is, though, like, I do feel... I don't want to say I feel rushed. But like I said, like, it was either I didn't stream today or I streamed today and it wasn't going to be long. And I gotta say, I'm more than happy that I streamed today because I've had a fucking rocking audience today. A lot of people have come in and I'm sure people are excited and happy that I did stream today. But like I said, I wish I didn't have to get up so early. But I just wanted to get a rough idea as to how long I've got left because I don't want to sort of like call it in the middle and then like I come back to the stream and then like the chapter ends in like 15 minutes because it's going to be rather shitty. I mean, quite frankly, what I'm really getting at is, do I need to get up and get another beverage? Like, is that, do I really need to go and do that right now? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, now I gotta fight the shifty-eyed man. Is he just gonna be looking at my dick the whole time, or what? Switch to the slugger style. Okay. Oh, now we have a bat. Like, he just pulled that literally out of his Kukidani. Okay. When you guard using a weapon, you're less likely to be staggered by attack. Use a bat to protect yourself against Use a vicious assault. Oh, hold on. Okay. Get up. I mean, I'm sure that would murder anybody. Like, that's not good to just take a metal bat to someone's face. But hey, look, it's 1980s Japan. Everyone is fine, you see? Everyone is fine down below. Yes, he's from France. Lyon, France. It's very famous. Relatively famous. Let's not go crazy here. The capital before Paris. How do you pull that out of a dick hole? I don't know. It's got to be a pretty large dick hole, right? Je m'appelle Sammy. Je m'appelle Jordan. Eh? Yeah, next thing you know, I will pass out. No, I won't pass out, buddy. I won't pass out. I'm going to grab a bev. I'm going to have whatever the hell this thing is. It's a, I know my wife doesn't like them. She bought them, but she doesn't like them. They're a rum mixed drink. I'm not a fan of coconuts, but there's a coconut on here, and it says it's pina colada. If you like pina colada... And I know there's a song there somewhere, believe me. I have to say that the color of this does not look that appealing. But, whatever. It'll work. So Ash, not that I speak very good French, and our French over here in Canada is very different, I assume, from your French in France. En français. As I'm beating guys off with baseball bats, but hey, you know, to each their own, I guess. I mean, Sammy, weren't you learning, did you learn a little bit of the Irish language? A little bit of that? I've always heard, I've been to Quebec. And the one pay, good for you, Channing, very good. The one thing that I know that's different, maybe you'd be able to tell me more, Ash, than I would be able to, but the way that they speak French in Quebec is very, direct and to the point. Like, it's very, it's very, I want to say, it's interpreted a certain way, whereas in France, I want to assume it's a little bit more, I'm trying to think of, the word I'm trying to, it's not as, direct. It doesn't seem like it's, very harsh sounding. Yeah, that's Channing. So Channing is my nephew, and that's his name. He's 9 years old. So we do in Canada, we do learn French. We do learn French as part of our education. My nephew is not Asian. Sarah Foster, now that's an Asian name. That's pretty much as Asian as it gets. Or so I've been told. I think Sarah might be able to probably get my point across better as how French Canadians speak in comparison to how the French speak in France. I think maybe if you heard my point, Sarah, if you were understanding what I was trying to say, maybe. I'm not sure if you just bounced in just now or if you've been sort of lurking. I'm not sure. They bumped you up to business for free. You loved Air Canada? Jesus, Air Canada, quite frankly, sometimes we don't have the option around here, but it's generally one of the worst airlines up here in Canada. But look, they took a. I mean, I guess I want to say, like, in our comparison up here, when you say like terrible, like, I've never had a bad experience with Air Canada. Frankly, I've never had a bad experience with any airline. And I mean, I'm not flying and jet setting everywhere every day. And so I can't speak for myself. My own experiences have been perfect and great. But I have heard from friends that they've been dicked around, in particular on Air Canada flights and whatnot. So, but hey, you know what? As long as they kept your drinks topped up, all the power to you. Pina coladas for all. Like, I mostly look to fly WestJet when I go anywhere, because that has been my best experience when I've gone anywhere. But I have flown Air Canada. It's just the problem with air travel in Canada in general is super expensive. I can fly to Florida, to Mexico, to Cuba, for literally almost a quarter of the cost it would be for me to travel in my own country. And that's almost having an all-inclusive trip in there as well. Like, it's very expensive to fly up here. That's why, in general, like, a lot of people, like, particularly our government, gets upset, like, with tourism and stuff, because, I mean, not only when Canadians go to travel to the States, we're already taking, like, a 30% hit to our dollar, just because that's what it is. And we'd still work it out better money-wise than it is to travel in our own country, which is generally expensive both ways. Like, it's expensive to live here. It's expensive to do things here. It's expensive to travel around. Whereas, like, I can go down to Mexico for $2,000 for me and my wife and have a week's inclusive vacation, and I wouldn't even be able to fly to Vancouver on that. Minimum wage in Canada it's different for each province, but give or take, it's about $15 an hour. That's probably an easy average. Channy, he thought you were Asian because of your name. And again, like, that sounds like it's a lot, but I mean, and I've said this before, and a lot of things come about it. I can't just use my generalization, but, like, in my particular area where I live, I mean, brand new homes are $500,000 for townhomes. It's expensive to live here, and that's because sort of like the Toronto effect is happening. A lot of people who work in Toronto are now starting to migrate and would rather commute for 2 hours than live in Toronto and work in Toronto, because if they want an equivalent home in Toronto, it's like $1.2 million. And so obviously nobody can afford that. So they say that we're sort of might be nearing a housing crisis or a housing bubble up here in Canada if they're not careful. Sort of very similar to what you guys had in America in 2008. Not for the same reason. Like, our banks aren't handing out money like they were in the States back in 2008, but it's just becoming the reality of the situation that no one is going to be able to afford homes, and rent is even starting to become higher and higher, to the fact of where you're not building new places, you're not having places for people to live. Something's got to have a breaking point, obviously. So, is it making things hard for people who live in Hamilton? Yes and no. I mean, I can't, like, where I live in I would say a modest apartment building that's 2 bedrooms. I've lived here long enough so where, like, they can't jack my rent up. But if I was to move out and wanted to move back into this exact place, I would be paying $1,200 a month, $1,200 to $1,300 a month, and right now I pay $800. So if I was to move out to anywhere, that's a mortgage payment. So I wouldn't move into another apartment unless I could get a dirt cheap rate again. I would then start be looking at like, well, okay, I guess I get a mortgage. So right now, like, we got 2 bedrooms. Right now, I'm in Logan's room now. My streaming room has become Logan's room, but he's not in it right now yet. But like, that's sort of what it's become. I would like to have a house, more space, more room, all that stuff. But again, housing's expensive here, so it's not really that you can get a home for $1,250. Like, a mortgage payment probably wouldn't be $1,200-$1,300. You're still looking at probably $1,600 to $1,700, and that isn't paying off your property taxes, your heating and your gas bill, and all that stuff that's included in my rent, right? So it's a ton of other costs that just something's got to give eventually, and I don't know when it will happen or if it will happen, but for someone like me who has, I think, a relatively decent job, just sort of need like a couple adjustments to happen. Like, I could afford a home, but it's, do I want to pay that much, maybe knowing that maybe in a year down the road is the market going to crash, and then am I going to be screwed? That's my thought. So, I mean, I have enough room for me, the wife, and Logan. So until we need more room, like that screams out at you, it's okay. I mean, the one thing that sucks, like, that I would like I want a basement. I want some extra storage. I want a garage. Like, I want a lot of things. It would just make a few things with life a lot easier, especially with a kid. I mean, having that extra bedroom or 2 would be really nice. Having a bedroom that could be used as a streaming room would be really nice. So, because eventually, like, that's why I want to be sort of moved out of here maybe in a year or so before Logan gets bigger. Because again, this is his room. I don't want to be in here playing video games all fucking day. Not that I'm sure he would hate it, but eventually he's going to be sleeping behind me, and that's going to be unacceptable. There won't be no streaming. That's for damn sure. Will I be able to play a game? Absolutely. I can throw in a pair of headphones and he'll be long sleeping. But that's where I'm getting at. So, understanding to few, like, it makes sense, right? Where you are, it costs like 150,000 euros for a 20 meter square home. Yeah, like, so like 150,000 euros, that's probably equivalent of like what? $225,000 equivalent to me. And that's for a very tiny home, 20 meters. Well, I know you told me, Sarah. I know you told me. No. Not rest in peace streaming career. I mean, you thought when he was born that was it and over and done with. You thought that was it. And it wasn't. I continued to stream. I told you I would stream. Maybe it wouldn't happen often. But I think I've been pretty good with once a week. Oof. I mean, it's not like the 3 or 4 times I was doing before he was born, but I'm going to strive to continue doing that. Absolutely. It does make it difficult. No. That's sort of one of those things that, like, I'll keep that private. And not that I'm saying that I'll keep it private. Like, I mean, if you're ever on, separate. But if you would like to see pictures of them, I can send them to you on Discord on a DM. Like, I'm more than fine in sending them to people I generally do relatively know, so it's not that big of a problem. But I'm sort of like, I want to keep at least some part of my private life private. Like, I never show my wife or anything like that on stream, and sort of my child I picture is the same way. Got to keep a little bit of stuff like that, right? my Discord. I will link it. There you go. Why does this guy keep popping up? Like, does he just constantly want to be beaten? Or beaten off? You know, it depends. Like, first he was teaching me how to grab guys by the balls. Then it was like beat people with a slugger bat. Like, look, I can only do so many things here, sir. Don't spend lots of money with this shop weapons business. Okay, I won't. I mean, essentially, I just want to have, like, the healing items. Okay. Why? I'm trying to just walk, and I keep walking by people like this. Like, just... I'm trying to end the chapter, and now I'm walking past the doll girl. I'll get to you later, sweetheart. I really don't have time for you right now. Where are we heading? Okay. Wait to earn lots of millions with Cabaret Majima and Real Estate Kiryu. Yeah, like, can I go back to that sub-story? Or am I gonna miss that story if I bypass the chapter? Now I have a bunch of Yakuza guys chase. Okay, look, boys. We'll fight. Oh, I am so sorry I destroyed your penis. I have Discord. My name on it is Channing. Sniper Channing 47277. Are you on my no Channing? Oh, I wouldn't mind holding up here, right? Am I about to be raped in this alley by some men with some terrible fashion sense? Alright, how many people have started drinking now that I've started drinking? Anybody? I mean, I don't want to be drinking alone here. Okay? I'm like Homer Simpson. Does the Lord count as someone? You know, do you even have booze? Like beer, sorry? Wine, perhaps? Might get a bottle of wine. Sammy, why don't you try this? Do you have any potatoes? Just take some potatoes and leave them out there for like, oh, I don't know, a few hours. Eventually it will turn into vodka, I think. I think that's how that works. A, there's a 9-year-old present. You're drinking gin and coke shots. There you go. Well, Sarah, I know there is a 9-year-old present, but believe me, he has seen some things. Believe me, he has seen some things. He's gonna see several people drinking at the Christmas party when he sees the family and everybody. Yeah, what have you seen, Channing? Explain. No, he probably wouldn't really know. Yeah, like he doesn't know what I mean. Like Channing, you've seen everybody drinking like alcohol, right? Like you've seen everyone drinking beer and wine at parties, right?
お前ら仕返ししたかったら
This is gonna get me in trouble one day. I promise you
ちゃん
that.
としてなら土下座でも何でもしたろ
He's gonna be like, I was watching Uncle Jordan streaming and he was talking about drinking.
ただ
Drinking is demonized in the US? You think so?
お客様は
I mean, I would argue almost at least in the Western world, you know, speaking for, you know, us in Canada, you in the US, I would say like it's, I don't want to say it's demonized, but like it's become very much the norm. Okay, like I guess you could say like in Ireland, like I would argue like it's much more of like it's maybe it's the people I hang out with and whatever, but like it's just like what people do. Like your dad says it's religion, it's what it does here. Yeah, I guess. I mean that can go either way, right? Is there gonna be a dead hooker in my house? Please don't tell me this is his house. This guy probably paid $1 bajillion for this. No, I didn't get my ass whooped. I just want to know why that the man who's in charge of the cabaret has literally a room smaller than the room I'm in currently now. And that's like his house. I mean, look, I understand. Tokyo real estate is expensive, okay? I've looked at it. YouTube algorithms have shown me the way. Another hobo looking at me from across the street. Alright, 2 hobos. Just shut your window and go to a hotel or something. 3 hobos. That guy has a helmet. Four hobos. Oh, that's a special hobo though. I know Ash Kane keeps telling me about these types of hobos. The city is what you make it, okay? I've seen a lot of people having fun in 1980s Tokyo, okay? Enjoy yourself. Well, folks, that worked out wonderfully, actually. As much as I would hate to end the stream, I have to. A, because we've entered the end of a chapter, which I like to do. And B, because I'm 15 minutes past my time of where I wanted to stream past, and I got to get up early at 5 a.m. But what an absolutely wonderful day. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what a great Saturday. Because literally, to me, like, that's like how many people come, like, on a weekend when I do stream, and it's a fucking Monday. Jesus Christ. I do apologize. I'm sorry. I do have some things to do, because, you know, holidays are coming. But if I can mention, I want to wish everyone, you know, Merry Christmas, a Kwezi Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, you know, whatever it is that you celebrate, if you do celebrate something, please have a good one. Please have a safe holiday, and maybe I'll see you before New Year's, but I want you all to have a good Christmas, and whatever it is that you celebrate, have a good one. Safe. Be well. Okay? And I hope to see you guys before New Year's at least. So, all the best to you guys, as always. Cheers. Ring on in the new year, and we'll hope to see you soon again with more video games. All the best, guys. Cheers, as always. And as always, as Kenny Omega says, goodbye and good night. Bang. We'll see you guys. All the best.